Are you feeling overwhelmed by multiple debts? Navigating the world of debt management can sometimes feel like trying to find your way through a maze. It's easy to lose track and feel swamped, but don't fret. This video is here to lend a helping hand. We're going to tackle one of the most effective solutions to managing multiple debts: debt consolidation. It's like having a compass in the maze. So sit back and relax. Stay tuned as we unravel the steps to debt consolidation. So, what exactly is debt consolidation? Imagine you're juggling several balls in the air, each ball representing a different debt you owe. A credit card here, a student loan there, maybe even a car loan. Juggling them all can be stressful, right? Now imagine if you could combine all those balls into one big ball. Easier to manage, isn't it? That's the basic idea behind debt consolidation. Debt consolidation is a financial strategy that combines multiple debts into a single, manageable payment. It's like transforming your debt landscape from a chaotic forest filled with different species of debts into a neat, organized garden with just one type of plant: your consolidated debt. But it's not just about convenience. Debt consolidation can also potentially save you money. How, you ask? Well, typically, these debts you're juggling might have different interest rates. Some might be high, some might be low. When you consolidate your debt, you could end up with a lower overall interest rate. Think of it this way. Let's say you're running 3 different races, each with a different speed. Consolidating your debt is like combining those races into one, but at the pace of the slowest race. You're still running, but at a potentially slower, more manageable speed. And the benefits don't stop there. Debt consolidation can also make your financial life simpler. Instead of keeping track of multiple payment deadlines, you'll just have one. Instead of dealing with several creditors, you'll only have to deal with one. And that simplicity can be a real stress reliever. But remember, debt consolidation isn't a magic wand that makes your debt disappear. It's a tool, a strategy, to help you manage your debt more effectively. It's not the end of your journey towards financial freedom, but it can be a significant step in the right direction. Now that we understand what debt consolidation is, let's dive into the process. The first step in the process is evaluating your debts. Now this might seem like a daunting task, but it's crucial in paving the way to financial freedom. Understanding the total amount of debt you have is like knowing how deep the hole is before you start digging your way out. You can start by listing down all your debts. This includes credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans, and even money you might owe to friends or family. Don't leave anything out. Remember, you can't solve a problem if you don't fully understand it. Once you've listed everything, it's time to get specific. For each debt, write down the amount you owe, the interest rate, and who you owe it to. This will give you a comprehensive view of your financial situation. Do you see any patterns? Maybe you're noticing high interest rates on your credit cards, or perhaps a particular loan is taking up a large chunk of your debt. Knowing the interest rates is critical, as it can help you prioritize which debts to pay off first. As a rule of thumb, it's usually best to tackle the debts with the highest interest rates first, as these are costing you the most money over time. Getting this information might involve some digging. You might need to check your online banking, look at old bills, or even call your creditors to get the full picture. But trust me, it's worth the effort. And don't forget about your creditors. Understanding who you owe money to can help you communicate effectively if you need to negotiate terms or ask for help. It's important to keep a good relationship with your creditors, as this can make the debt consolidation process smoother. Now I know this might seem overwhelming, but remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about your debts, the better equipped you are to tackle them head-on. With a clear picture of your debts, we can move to the next step. Next, we need to find the right debt consolidation plan for you. Now there are several types of debt consolidation plans to consider. Each one comes with its own set of advantages and disadvantages, so it's important to understand them thoroughly before making a decision. Firstly, we have debt consolidation loans. These are personal loans that you can use to pay off your existing debts. Essentially, you're swapping multiple payments for one, ideally with a lower interest rate. This can make your debt more manageable and potentially save you money in the long run. However, you need to be aware that some loans come with fees, and you'll need a good credit score to get the best rates. Secondly, there are balance transfer cards. These credit cards allow you to transfer your existing debt onto them, often offering a low or even 0% interest rate for a certain period of time. This can be a great way to avoid interest charges and pay down your debt faster. But bear in mind that once the introductory period ends, the interest rate will jump significantly. Also, balance transfers usually come with a fee, so make sure to factor that in. Next up are home equity loans. If you own a home, you can borrow against the equity you've built up in it to pay off your debts. This can offer lower interest rates than other forms of debt consolidation, but it comes with a big risk. If you fail to make your payments, you could lose your home. As you can see, each option has its benefits and drawbacks. What's most important is to consider the interest rates, fees, and terms of these plans. Do the math and see which one will leave you better off in the long run. Also, don't forget to consider your own financial situation and ability to make payments. After all, the best plan for you is the one that you can afford, and that will help you get out of debt the fastest. Choosing the right plan can make all the difference. Once you've chosen a plan, it's time to apply. This is the stage where you put your plans into action. The application process for a debt consolidation plan can feel daunting, but rest assured, it's more straightforward than it may initially seem. The first step in the application process is gathering the necessary information. You'll need to provide details about your current debts, including who you owe, how much, and the interest rates. This is where your previous evaluation of your debts comes into play. You'll also need to provide your personal information such as your name, address, and social security number. Now let's talk about credit scores. Your credit score plays a significant role in the approval process. Lenders use it to assess your creditworthiness, that is, your ability to repay the loan. A higher credit score can improve your chances of approval and might even get you a lower interest rate. So, what if your credit score isn't quite up to par? Don't worry, there are strategies to improve it. Paying your bills on time, reducing your debt load, and correcting any errors on your credit report can all boost your score. Remember, improving your credit score isn't a quick fix. It requires time and consistent effort. Once you've gathered all your information and ensured your credit score is in the best possible shape, you can submit your application. The lender will then review your application and make a decision. This could take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks, so patience is key here. If your application is approved, the lender will pay off your existing debts, and you'll start making one monthly payment to the lender. If you're not approved, don't lose heart. There may be other options available to you, such as credit counseling or a debt management plan. With your application approved, you're on your way to a more manageable debt situation. So take a deep breath. You've taken a significant step towards gaining control over your financial future. Remember, the journey to financial freedom isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. But with each step, you're getting closer to the finish line. So, let's recap the key points about debt consolidation. First, we explored what debt consolidation is all about. It's a strategy where you combine multiple debts into a single, more manageable loan, often with a lower interest rate. This can simplify your financial landscape and potentially save you money. Next, we discussed the importance of evaluating your debts. This involves taking stock of your outstanding loans, their respective interest rates, and your ability to pay them. This step is crucial in determining whether debt consolidation is the right move for you. Then we delved into finding the right debt consolidation plan. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's about finding a plan that suits your specific circumstances, and that may involve seeking advice from financial professionals. After that, we talked about applying for a debt consolidation loan. This process can be intricate, and it's imperative to understand the terms and conditions before signing the dotted line. We also highlighted the potential benefits and risks of debt consolidation. While it can provide relief from high-interest debts and simplify your payments, it's not without risks, such as falling into a debt cycle if not managed responsibly. Remember, managing debt is a journey, not a destination. Keep going, and you'll reach your financial goals. The world of debt management may seem complex, but with the right knowledge and approach, you can navigate it successfully.